We're now going to take a few minutes so that we can explain the community action projects that we are working on. One of the things that we sought out was, as much as this was a program for the development of each individual that takes part, we also felt it was important that as a collective, the group could do something good for their community. And so we began working on this in late September. We started by looking at the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. And what happened was that one article in particular stood out for many of the youth in thinking about rights that needed to be addressed. And that was Article 3, which is that everyone has the right to life, liberty, and security of person. And with that in mind, we spent time talking about what might be some examples in the community where youth felt this right was not being respected enough. And the two focus areas that came up, though there were several, was relationships with police and also having an education where youth felt enthusiastic about their learning. And so with that, the youth developed questions that they wanted to ask people who could offer some input and possibly direction. And so we were very fortunate to have two separate sessions, one with Superintendent Fred Brill from the San Lorenzo Unified School District, and with Under Sheriff Rich Lucia from the Alameda County Sheriff's Office. And based on those very helpful interactive discussions, the youth then talked about what could be done. And I would now like you to hear from two of the participants in terms of their leadership role in working on actions related to education and to improving relations with police. So first, I would like you to hear from Deja about education.
I came up with a survey. I came up with the idea to do a survey. The survey was compiled of questions created by everyone in the group. The questions were given to both students and teachers. With the data we have collected, we have seen a common answer, in which was respect. This is an easy issue to fix, so we will meet with both SOZ and Arroyo to figure out how we can improve this for the next year. Thank you.
And now I would like you to hear from Layla, who will describe what we are doing to improve relations with police.
To improve relations with police, we have come up with an idea to play a game that takes place on May 31st called Facts of Life. It is a game that we play so that we can see through the eyes of an officer and what they deal with, and we can see things and better understand their life, but not just their work life, also their home life and what they like to do. Thank you.
I want to just go a little further to just commend the work of the youth, and particularly for some of the leadership roles taken by Layla. We had a wonderful meeting here at Reach with Sergeant Perez and developed this idea for our game, which is called Facts of Life Bingo, that we will be doing soon, as Layla said. The very act of this type of meeting where we have the opportunity and to have youth and people from the sheriff's office be able to talk together and talk about what we could do together is in and of itself an important step toward connecting. I'd like to also say a great joy. We've been working with Arroyo High School and with San Lorenzo High School, and I had the fun of being at Arroyo when Deja was called to the principal's office. And this was to meet at the request of Principal Gray, to meet with her small learning community teachers to plan how the surveys would be done. And then I had the pleasure of seeing Deja speak to the group of teachers and explain the process and actually have surveys completed right then and there. This has just been a really meaningful process, and I've had the pleasure of looking through quite a number of surveys from teachers and students, and the comments are very thoughtful and sincere, and I believe this in and of itself is the beginning of a contribution to the community. And we are looking forward to going back, as Deja has said, to working with the schools as to how we can take this information forward. So this has been exciting to see what can be done, and I am very proud of the work and the commitment of the youth to make this happen.